Welcome back to my cloud. Today's letter is to Mo Gawdat, the former Chief Business Officer of Google X, author and AI commentator. Mo has argued that the greatest danger of AI is not that it becomes evil, but that it learns and amplifies our worst behaviors. His work is an urgent call to teach AI our highest values, not our lowest. Dear Mo, this letter is not written in judgment, but in recognition of your proximity to power and the moral insight that proximity affords. At Nuremberg, corporate executives were held accountable for profiting from forced labor. The principle that emerged was simple. If you benefit from exploitation, you share responsibility for it. In 2019, Google, Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft were named in a US lawsuit concerning children killed or maimed in Congolese cobalt mines, children who extracted the raw materials that modern electronics and AI systems rely on. When you were a senior executive at Google, to what extent were you aware that cobalt from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, where child labor is now widely documented, was entering the global technology supply chain? And if so, were you aware of the conditions? Reports describe tunnel collapses, toxic dust, families whose children never returned from the mines, children performing the most dangerous work at the very bottom of the value chain. A US federal appeals court later ruled that the plaintiffs did not show the companies had anything more than a buyer-seller relationship with suppliers, and therefore could not hold the corporations legally accountable. Do you agree with the court's decision morally, even if it was legally correct? Tech companies today are using the same defense for cobalt mined by children as companies once used for other forms of severe exploitation. And I'm not equating the harms, but I am pointing to the moral asymmetry in how corporate responsibility is assigned across contexts. Many executives at our largest technology companies are also parents. If a technology company today required something as unthinkable as harvesting human organs to function, would any executive you know dare source them from desperate people, let alone children in the DRC? Yet cobalt, essential to modern electronics and AI systems, is extracted under lethal, exploitative, and often forced conditions. So why is one form of harm considered unthinkable while the other is treated as an unfortunate externality? The difference seems not to be moral principle, but distance and deniability. Which brings me to my first question. If a system delivers profit to executives and suffering to invisible people far away, and many of us consumers are scaling the demand out of fear of our own obsolescence, who then is morally responsible? The engineers, the executives, the shareholders, or the system itself? And if responsibility is so diffuse that no one is accountable, then what does that say about the system we have built? What specifically, in your experience, needs to change? The cobalt supply chain sits at the intersection of extreme poverty, corporate dependency, consumer demand, and deliberate opacity. At what point does ignorance become culpable when the harms have been publicly documented? Since roughly 70% of the world's cobalt comes from the DRC, and no reliably ethical alternative currently exists at scale, what enforceable regulation do you believe is necessary to protect the children whose lives should not be underwriting our global technology sector? If the Congolese state does not protect them, and if commodity traders and multinational corporations do not protect them, and if technology companies absolve themselves of any responsibility, then who does? Because someone must. Shouldn't the technology sector be held to at least the minimum moral standard that companies must not profit from severe human suffering? And since democratic nations can regulate only within their own borders, what laws are needed in our democracies to ensure that modern global supply chains cannot enable exploitation abroad, particularly as AI accelerates demand for minerals, labour and energy? When I ask about accountability, I'm not asking about aspiration or culture. I'm asking about specific policy levers. For example, mandatory executive criminal liability for knowingly benefiting from exploitative supply chains. Strict liability for parent companies regardless of supplier distance. Import bans tied to independently verified labour conditions. Personal fiduciary consequences for senior executives. Or international treaties with enforcement mechanisms comparable to financial crime or sanctions law. Some of these would be politically difficult, and I understand that. Some would slow deployment, some would reduce profit. But what specific protections or enforcement mechanisms would you, Mo Gawdat, who has been a senior executive in this industry and understands it, personally advocate for, even if they carried real economic or political cost? Because if advanced technologies are built on invisible suffering, then doesn't alignment to human values risk becoming alignment to indifference? Respectfully. Our next letter is to Arvind Krishna, the CEO of IBM. Thank you to anyone who listened.